I really want to help you understand if you're scrolling Instagram or you're watching a video on YouTube like mine. I want you to help understand if a product is being promoted, how do you decide if that product is right for you? Today, I'm bringing you something that really hit me just this morning, and it was a New York Times opinion article. And the title of the article was Why Big Wellness Loves Middle-Aged Women. And this is a huge pet peeve for me on many levels, because there's everybody and their brother wants to sell middle-aged women a tool to stop her suffering. So the first thing I want you to think about is lifestyle. The second step I want you to think about is quality of the product you're buying mixed with the integrity of the company. The third thing I want you to think about, and this really pertains to supplements, is are you cycling these supplements? Are you cycling these biohacks? So we have to remember that the human body is always trying to get itself into homeostasis. So let's use temperature as an example. You walk outside and it's cold and your body starts to shiver, and all it wants to do is go back to a comfortable temperature. And so it's shivering and it's making you uncomfortable, so you go put a jacket on so that you give it what it needs so it can go back to homeostasis. So when we take a supplement, that supplement should do the same thing. It should supplement a healthy lifestyle and help you get back into balance. And once you are back into balance, then you shouldn't need the supplement anymore. I'll tell you an example of where we're seeing this in big wellness right now with peptides. I am incredibly intrigued by peptides. I think it's fascinating, and I have seen some incredible results with peptides. And the interesting thing, if you don't know what a peptide is, it's an amino acid sequence that starts the process, a cellular biological process in your body. And with poor diet and stress and menopause and living life, we lose our amino acid load. Therefore, we don't have enough amino acids to make this sequence of amino acids that is needed to make a peptide so that the peptide can go in and activate a biological response. The most famous peptide is called BPC-157. It's gotten the most attention. And what's interesting about BPC-157 is it started off as a gut healer, and there's still some great supplements. That's the one I bought off Instagram. There was a BPC-157, and I wanted to test it on myself and see what I thought. I would never even tell you the name because I haven't vetted it yet, but I just wanted to test it and see. I bought one bottle. I didn't go the 3 bottles that they tried to upsell me. I bought one because I wanted to know if it was going to work for me. And so what BPC-157 will do is it can repair your gut, but it's also known to speed up healing. Here's the challenge with BPC-157. I could give it to one person with a gut problem and they're like, it's a miracle, but they may have a deficiency in that amino acid sequence. So they might need that, whereas I give another person the same thing and they're like, I don't notice the difference. On the episode with Dr. Josh Axe, we've talked, he and I did a podcast swap, so I'll be coming out on his podcast. We talked a lot about peptides and what we thought of them, and he asked me what some of my favorites were. And one of my favorites right now is a product called cerebrolysin. And cerebrolysin is so fascinating to me because it stimulates BDNF in your brain. Well, when I first started taking cerebrolysin, wow, I felt like my brain was on fire. And now when I take it, I don't notice it as much. So is it possible that it just helped me get back to homeostasis? So I got myself back into balance, and now my lifestyle is facilitating a healthy brain and a healthy body. So this is why we cycle. You should be on something for a short period of time and then get off of it. I always say if you're taking a supplement and after 90 days you're not recognizing any difference, or a biohack like an oxygen chamber, if you went that far into an expense, or you know, a red light, if you are doing it regularly and you don't notice a difference in yourself after 90 days, there is a good chance that is not working for you anymore. And we've got to just keep cycling this. Another really interesting supplement that a lot of people are excited about, and I keep getting interviewed, or this keeps coming up in a lot of my interviews, is Akkermansia. Akkermansia is a very specific microbe that helps make GLP-1 hormone. And there's an incredible company that I love called Pendulum that has nailed Akkermansia. And they have a lot of products that you could lean into to buy that will help support this bacterial strain in your gut that makes GLP-1 hormone. If I was going to take that supplement, I would take it for 90 days while I was eating fermented food. I was fasting and breaking my fast with bone broth, so I got the glycine, and then I would supplement with that supplement for 90 days, and then I would get off. This is how you save money with it. So please know that you're not meant to be on these products over and over and over again. Okay, so that's number 3, is we're going to cycle them. And my 4th step for you as you think this through is after 90 days, you want to think, I need to pause them. Even if they're working well for you. I used to do with patients, put them on supplements for 90 days, and then we would go a month without it, and I'd see if they were stable. And if they felt fine, we never went back to the supplement. If they all of a sudden slipped backwards, we went back on the supplement after a 30-day rest. So you could use the same formula for yourself. Okay, so now you have decided, okay, I'm gonna try this thing, I'm gonna cycle it, I'm gonna give it the 90-day test. I've worked with my lifestyle to make sure that I'm supporting the changes I need to overcome a chronic condition or a chronic symptom, and I'm going to overcome this moment with lifestyle and this particular thing I bought. You now have a formula for that. Okay, and let me know any questions you have on this. You can ask them anywhere. You can put them in this video, which would probably be the best place to ask it, and then my team will bring it to me, and I'll do a Q&A I do every week on YouTube. So if you're watching this episode on YouTube and you have a comment or a question about anything I just said, please put it in the comments on this video, and I will have my team gather those, and then I will answer them live on my Dr. Mindy's lives that I do every week, okay? So just so we can go from there. Okay, now, you've got a formula to help yourself. Let's talk about a few other things you need to know about the people promoting your products. So I'm gonna pull back the veil, and I'm going to tell you what happens to me. Dr. Mindy Pelz, who has over 3 million followers across all of her social media. We get offers all the time. I get money thrown at me all the time to rep a product, and I do not do it. There are 2 ways that health influencers get paid to promote a product. The first one is a company will literally flat out give tens to over $100,000 to an influencer, depending on their platform, to stand up and say, hey, I love this supplement, I think you should take it. When an influencer is doing a reel, giving you a promo like that, there is money being given to them behind that. I was out surfing today, and I had one of my friends out surfing tell me that she was listening to a very popular male doctor who has a science podcast, and he has ads for a very specific supplement in there. And she's like, is he being paid? And I'm like, yes. In the ads, you are paid in the ads. There also is a trend in podcasting that you would pay the podcaster a large amount of money to bring them on and to have a conversation with the developer of a product. So that happens. And I have seen recently, and I'm a big fan of this, on social media, people putting hashtag ad. And I have massive respect for those podcasters that are doing that, those health influencers that are doing that, so that you know they are delivering a message to you that they've been paid to deliver. The same thing, by the way, happens in traditional healthcare, where big pharma pays influencers. I'm going to go back to the majority of Americans are getting their health information from social media. So both the supplement companies and big pharma have gone into the business of paying health influencers to tell you what to take. So I'm a big fan of this hashtag ad. And I will tell you, you can kind of understand what camp a podcaster is in by their ads. If you're getting a lot of drug ads in the podcast, you're going to get more of a messaging that's going to be more focused on take drugs, that you're going to get a more traditional healthcare messaging, whereas supplements, you're going to get more of a message on supplements if you're getting a lot of supplement ads in those podcasts. Now, on my platform, I just want to tell you that I don't take ads. So if you notice, my ads are all like, I'm telling you about my book or my courses. I don't take money for ads because you can't buy me, because I work for you. I want to give you the information so you can make the proper decision for you. Now, there is something I need to say called affiliate sales. So a lot of influencers do this. If there are products that we feel are really beneficial to you, we'll bring them to you. And for me, you can find them on my website. And sometimes I'll share them with you. I shared a couple of them here. So let's use B Minerals, one of my favorite mineral supplements. And if you can't get into the ocean, if you're not eating from regenerative farms and you want a good supplement, then that's a mineral supplement. That's one of my favorite. And if you buy it from my link, I get a percentage of that. Full transparency. Just like, do you know, if you go and look at the best-selling books on the New York Times list, that there's a little button that says click here, you can buy the book, because the New York Times will get a percentage of the sale of that book. The New York Times list, there is a profiting piece to it. So this is throughout both traditional healthcare and for alternative healthcare, this affiliates, and it's pretty standard. So that's how you can navigate where the influencer is coming from. Guess what? Age Like a Girl, my new book. It's ready for pre-orders. And this is the most personal book I have ever written. And I'm so excited to bring it to you. If you are looking to reinvent yourself through the menopause process, or maybe you're on the other side and you're still looking for that reinvention, I'm going to show you exactly why menopause works in your favor and how you can make it your greatest moment yet. Age Like a Girl. Okay, so last thing I'm going to say to you is that let's say you buy a supplement. Let's say you're like, I don't care, they're making money off me, which is fine. I mean, it's not making money, it's not bad. I just want to make sure they're giving you information that is accurate, not self-serving. So if you buy it, you've checked it out. Again, I just want to make sure that you understand that even red light, even oxygen chambers, even some of the crazy biohacks, that they are the most helpful when you are not at optimal health. When you have a symptom, when you have a crisis, when you are trying to help yourself out of a hole, those tend to be the most helpful then. But if you stay at a level using your lifestyle of optimal health, which I hate the word optimal, but the best health for you, let's say that, most of these side products you don't need. Eat well, move well, sleep well, fast, get light, make sure you've got positive relationships. That is the root of wellness. And so don't think a supplement cured you. Don't think an influencer is going to be the one that's going to save you. The only person that's going to save you is you. And keep educating yourself. Keep diving into long format. Long format education are podcasts. They are YouTube videos. Stop looking at a 90-second reel and watching somebody you don't even know lose weight who might have been AI generated and think that's going to happen to you. We've got to put all of the products we buy into a formula and a strategy. And that strategy is to get off of that as quickly as possible. Just like if you're on Ozempic, the strategy needs to be get off of it as fast as you can. Just like hormone replacement therapy. Is the strategy to stay on it our whole life? Well, I'm bringing you experts that are telling you opposing things so that you can learn to think this through for yourself. For me, I brought you Dr. Kelly Casperson onto my podcast to talk about testosterone. She is a huge fan of testosterone. I have found for me that I have to take very little amounts of testosterone or I get very irritable. So we've got to use this information as for curiosity. Be curious about what it might do for you. Don't keep spending, your money over and over and over again thinking one of these things coming from big wellness or even big pharma are going to save you. Your lifestyle saves you, and lifestyle is work. And once you get it dialed in, there's no supplement, no biohack, nothing big wellness can sell you that's going to benefit an amazing lifestyle. You create that for yourself. So let me know if this was helpful. This was a rant I've been wanting to have for a while. So please leave comments and let me know what else you need. Let me know if it's helpful. I'm not here to convince you to buy a product. I'm not here to turn you into a mini-me. I'm here to present information that I know helped tens of thousands of patients that I worked with, and I see help women all the time. Now you become the owner of your own health and you make the right decision for you. I hope that helped. I don't want you to waste money on supplements. Your body's a miracle. Buy the right ones. Sometimes you don't buy them at all. Check out this video so you don't waste money on your supplement. When we do the same probiotic over and over and over again, what we're doing is we're creating a monoculture in our gut.